And so in the traditional sense, pain is not a bad thing. It will help limit further injury. It has to be there to promote repair. If you've injured yourself, you've hurt your leg. The classic was your brother's kicked you in the shin. It's a heck of a painful. You're not going to let him do it again because it's so sore. But also, you're going to look after that leg until it's healed. So you're promoting repair. And these are all very good, beneficial reasons to have a pain pathway or a pain system to sense pain. And of course, it'll allow learning adaptation. So if your brother wants to kick your shin the next time, you move it out the way and you kick his. So you've adapted to the environment. Without that pain stimulus, you wouldn't be able to do that. And so actually, it's very important. So we have to then decide what is a pain stimulus. So it's an odd way to describe it, but pain should be relevant and relative. So a light touch, you lightly touch with a feather on your skin should not be painful. And we all feel that's rather intuitive. I don't have to explain that to you. You understand. That's because your pain pathway works properly. You don't expect it to be painful after it's healed, so the pain should only last for as long as there is injury. So great, that makes sense. And the level of pain that you feel should be proportional to how bad the injury is. There's no point in you having a cut on your finger and you're writhing in pain like it's the worst pain known to man. That's disproportional. That's not very beneficial to anyone. You wouldn't be able to enact your normal duties in daily life because you would be so wary of having the worst pain known to man or woman. Yeah. And then, of course, after recovery, you shouldn't have to deal with any residual pain. So what happens in chronic pain like arthritis? With that light touch, that should be something that's considered a reassuring touch. Suddenly is no longer reassuring, it's painful. Why is it that a patient that has a sore hip still has a sore elbow, but their elbow healed months ago from when it was bumped? So the pain lasts longer than before. That's chronic pain state. That's abnormal. It's maladaptive. And again, this is a very classic. The level of pain is not proportional to the injury. You very often hear about some dogs will go and present to a referral center for a workup for a slip disc, but actually the level of pain in their hips is so bad they no longer want to use their hind limbs, to the point that when you do a stress test to see if they have a pain response, they don't even respond because they have such a disrupted pain sensing pathway that they can no longer work out what's a normal pain and what's an abnormal pain state. These are all very chronic pain like observations. So how does this end up going like this? So what has happened? To explain exactly how this has happened, I've drawn a very dodgy looking dog with nothing but a single line to denote a nerve, a fluffy looking gray spinal cord, and then all the way up here in the red is the brain. And this, in a very basic manner, is how you perceive pain and how your dog perceives pain. So to start at the very beginning, the green bit, let's, for example, say your dog has a tarsal arthritis. So that's the hock is over here is painful. So this is all inflamed and sore. But how does your doggy, whose brain's over there, knows that this part of his limb is